back, and this is another episode of Sunnier News. I'm your host, Derek, and let's get started. Still part of our main voyage here. If you'll listen to the date in the last video, I did that episode about a year and some change ago. Got a little nervous. About putting it out there, putting myself out there. Not easy doing things, especially chasing your dreams. Been there, been a part of that chase before. This isn't the end all be all. Hopefully I can grow this, make this better. A lot of people that may watch this video may say, what kind of value do you add? What kind of value do you bring to the table? What accolades, what kind of things have you done? Why should we validate you? At this point, no reason. I can give you no reason other than the fact that I have nothing more than good intentions of helping you all become better people, whoever may be watching this. One of the things that I'm trying to maybe do that you won't see is showing you from where I began, showing you where I started. Now, you're not going to get everything, because my voyage of this personal development world and becoming the best person of yourself probably started 5-6 years ago. It's when I first, really stopped having the mentality of the kid that was 29 out of 32 in his class. The kid that I wouldn't want to say crushed, had, good ACT scores in classes that he was failing in high school. I just didn't care. Didn't matter to me. I was like, what's the point? What's the point of doing all these standardized tests and whatnot? So definitely dreamed big when I was in that phase. Definitely wanted more. Thought I was. Matter of fact, I told myself someday everybody will know my name. I can tell you this: working in a little town of Aberdeen at a restaurant or a print shop isn't probably going to get me there. But that being said, that is not the end all be all of all things. Is where you work. That's one small thing. Where you work is one small thing. It's important. Work's not everything, but it is important. It's how you serve society. It's how you give back to the community that gives to you. All right. And if you don't think the community gives to you, if you're one of those people that's negative and cynical and like, what has anybody ever done for me? I don't need to do anything for other people. That is why you are nowhere in life. That is why you are nowhere. Give and give in tenfold, because whatever you give, you will get back. And you don't do it for that reason. I don't do this. I'm not here putting myself out there trying to help people because I want something. I do want something. I want to help you, but I don't do it because I want something for me. I do it because I want to help as many people as possible, as I can humanly possibly help in this world. Now, I've been in management or leadership positions. I prefer leadership positions. That's what I want to become a leader. Am I a leader yet? I definitely have some room to grow. I believe I'm a better leader than some, for sure. Hopefully, many. I'd like to be better than many at this point. Not better than most probably yet, but that's my journey. That's part of why I took the opportunities that I have to raise my hand and do more. All right, so that I could grow myself. If you want more, you got to become more. That's a great Jim Rohn saying. Okay, if you want to have more, become more. All right, read books that you would have maybe otherwise never read. Watch videos of people that have done what you want to do, and study them and become a pupil of life. So, do those things, and that's ultimately why Sunnier News is not the essence of just making sure that people can see a good side of news. Like, this is Sunnier news. Like this is hope for somebody. I might be able to reach out to somebody that somebody else maybe hasn't gotten to. You know, that's one of the purposes of why I do this. So a year ago when I made this video, I was working at a restaurant still. I was the general manager there. That wasn't the exact title, but just as a quick summation of a way to applicate or to make it applicable would be the way to say that. I also would like to make a correction of my last video. I was watching it last night before I finally decided to post it from an entire year later. I said animosity or something like that. I meant autonomy. All right. So the ability to do as you please, I guess. So I've grown my language. I knew what I wanted to say, but I wasn't. I didn't dictate it correctly. So, I moved out of that because work is not the essence of life. For some people it is. For me it was not. Work-life balance is important to me. I'm married. I want to have a family. Those are things that are very important to me. That is probably priority one, is raising a family and raising kids to be the best people they can be and teach them lessons that I wish I would have learned at a younger age. And that's not bad parenting on my parents' part. They told me all these messages, but they maybe said it the same way every time. They didn't try to pander the message to reach me. And that's maybe something I'm going to try to be a little bit better about, is saying it differently until I say it a way that you can understand. And hopefully I can do that for, like I said, that maybe that's the way that I reach out to somebody that maybe hasn't been reached before, is by telling the story in a way they haven't heard. So I moved into a print business. I'm managing customer service and front of house operations. Will be again a quick summation, kind of what I was doing before. I work for, I believe, high-level individuals. I'm not managing managers. I was a director at my last job. I was a food and beverage director, so I overseen the entire food and beverage service industry in my building, and I managed managers. So that's a new opportunity that I have now in this other business, and I work more reasonable hours that fit a portion of my life that's more important to me. But work is like I said, it's your service that you give back to people, and no matter what you do, you have that opportunity. You got to find what you do well inside of a channel and do that your way. Put your own unique spin on it. So today's message, though, that I want to get out there is don't look over the fence. Don't look at your neighbor's fence. Don't look over your neighbor's fence. Don't look over your family member's fence, your brothers, your sisters, your friends' fences. Don't look over your acquaintances, customers' fences. Like, oh man, if I was only as lucky as that guy or that woman, I'd have it all. She's got all the luck in the world. She's got all this. He's got all that. No, they don't. They earn that. If you want what they have, start doing what they do. Start being who they are. What kind of things help them get to where they are. You need to find out what kind of things they've done in order to get there, and you need to research that. All right. Another quote I'm going to give you, and this kind of in many ways for me has summed up how much successful people knew from their onset that they were going to be successful. This is the kind of there's two stories. One, Warren Buffett at 9 years old started reading about investment banking. People wonder why he's such a great investor. The man knew at 9 what he wanted to do. Many of us knew at 9 what we wanted to do, but we allowed somebody to talk us out of it. All right? So the other story that I'm going to tell you is Will Smith. Everybody thinks, wow, he's probably lucky he was probably born into this. oh, he knew all these things. No. All right. Nickelodeon Choice Awards. Kid was 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. He was in his teens. He was a young man, and he had a mentality that most 40-year-olds don't even understand. And I am so blessed to have found video footage that allowed me the opportunity to think about things differently, the way that he did when he was that age. Now, I didn't find him until I was 20, in my 20s, early 20s, but I was still lucky enough to find it at all. Some people will go through their entire lives and never understand this concept. Or they will figure it out and they will be so against the grain that they die a bitter old death. All right? So, Will Smith, during the Nickelodeon Choice Awards, said there's 2 things you have to do to be successful in life: reading and running. All right? Because there's nothing that anybody has ever come across in the entire world that there's not already an answer to. So look it up, read about it, and figure out how to solve that issue. And running, the last of the R&Rs, because when you run, there is a little voice inside your head that tells you to quit. And if you can figure out how to conquer that little voice inside your head, you will be successful. So that's kind of, if you think other people have it so good on the other side of the fence, you need to water your own grass. You need to do things to make your life better. Stop being a victim and start moving forward. Never backwards, always forward. All right? Always strive to be the best version of yourself. That's what's important in life. Is what you contribute at the end. That's what you'll be measured by at the end of days. What you've contributed. How you treated people. Did you do the right thing when nobody was watching? That's character. So, before you look over to the other side of the neighbor's fence and point at his lawn, say, man, he's so lucky to be on the corner strip of the block, to have all that nice grass. I'm in the center here. No. Instead, go grab a rake up them nasty leaves, pick up them sticks, pull the rocks out, grab the hose, and water your grass. All right? Thank you all for your time. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Have a great night.